like 12 teenagers, Latino. They all came in here and just climbed under and jumped over the turnstile just now. I wish I had that on video. That was crazy how they did it. And I know they work. I wouldn't be surprised if they work for Liz Morrill, because the other kids that were upstairs before I came down. Look, watch her do it. Watch her do it. Wow. Only that little girl had one. The rest of them cut through. But she's a good girl. She has one. I was like, so those are stalkers. How she saw me? Those are stalkers. They work. What they did was they called their friends, those kids, because when we were upstairs, first there was nobody on the platform, and then these kids start coming upstairs, and then these other kids that were walking by, they decided to leave. They were slapping them high five, but kind of trying to do it on a sneak. That's why I came downstairs, because I felt like, okay. So probably that last guy who was yelling at me texted his friends, because he was straight up on his phone the whole time. Probably texted his friends and told them to come over, told them to come down here so that they could try to jump me on the train. That's what they do, and it's a shame. It's a shame they do stuff like that. They'll be like, look, these two are coming together. So what they'll do is they'll be like, a group of them, and then they'll swarm. Like, they're not going that way. But I don't know if they're with the other kids. Maybe they're not. But that is how the stalkers do it. They'll have them go on both sides, the northbound and southbound. So they could be a part of the whole thing. I think they're going to probably try to jump me on the train and take my stuff. And teenagers are particularly ruthless because they don't think about the results of their actions at all. And the little girl was like, is she taping us? What? WTF? Like that. I mean, why would she even think that? Because the way I'm holding my phone, I'm just like talking into it. I could be FaceTiming anything. But whenever they work for Liz Morrill, like the way that guy was screaming, he told him that, that bitch was recording me. So that's what they're going to be thinking about. So if you could have seen the first group that came in, it was so many of them, and they just jumped over the turnstile. It was crazy. They probably telling them to take my phone from me. This is Dykeman Street and Hillside Avenue. I'm not getting on a train with those losers. And they be coming out ready to fight, too. Ready to fight. Okay. I'm starting to think this douche might have something to do with it, too. The way he's, like, whispering and all that. And looking at everybody. They usually will have, like, a handler around. So they usually do. They usually will have, like, a handler around. So, yeah. Look at how many of them, too. How many? All of a sudden. They like to come out in groups like that. Look, they know each other. Anyway, so some of these guys are really tall. Man, they got everybody and their grandmother. Oh, this train is coming in 1 minute. Yeah, they think they're gonna jump somebody. Yeah, right. See, that's the way you do it. She swept them on. That's how you do it. That's legal. That's totally legal. See how scary? Oh, here come the police. I see. I see police lights out there. Are they coming here? What the hell is going on? All them people running up here, them Liz Morrow thing. Those Liz Morrow's people. Believe it. They called their friends and then they came over here. They came running up over here. Like I said, they go out in swarms. Swarms. There'll be 100 of them, 200, 300. It's a terrible thing they do in New York. New York is awesome, but that's why they stopped having certain parades. They'll have a lot of teens like that, and they'll be ripping off the girls' clothes. They like trouble. The ones who do it, obviously. There's plenty of good kids, but you think I'm going up there with these losers? Look, they all just came in illegally. And so, was there some kind of... Look, dude. There's a lot of them. There was no reason for them to run in here like that. I'm like, were they running from the police? I saw lights out there. Those are Liz Morrow's people trying to make me feel some kind of way. For sure. There's part of their little psychological game. They done texted and tweeted and whoever called everybody and got them to come here. He has something to do with that. Yeah. Listen to how these kids talk. He's just as calm like a cucumber. He has something to do with it. Look, right in front of the MTA worker. That's how I know this is fake. There's an MTA worker right there. He just walked out. So I know this is some fake ass crap. He just walked out the door. Why was he standing there watching everybody walk through? And he just walked out. He was talking to the girl and just watched her. And then he just walked out, just standing out front. There's no way I'm getting on the train with these people. They don't know how to act. And look, and the other thing is, two trains came. He didn't get on either train. This is the number one line. He's either going to go uptown or downtown. He's not going to just be sitting there while the trains go back and forth. There's not like 4 different kinds of trains that come here. There's only one train that comes on this line. It's not like he's like, oh, I'm waiting for the N or the R, the 2 or the 3. No, he's waiting for the 1. And he's still sitting there. I believe with all my heart he has something to do with it. This guy right here. And he's got on hospital scrubs. Not surprising. Liz and Aaron Moore have a lot of people that work in hospitals in their pocket. And they probably called him to come over here. Okay. Alright, here we go. Normal people coming and going like normal people. The other one's acting insane. So the next one train is 7 minutes from now, and then the one after that is 19 minutes from now. And this guy's just sitting here. Doesn't have to go to work. He's got his scrubs on. Probably not. He probably already worked. And they called him and said I was around here, so he came to the station. And you can smell that thallium. Somebody just burned something that has like that parchment paper with the thallium in it. I can smell it now. So maybe they did it up on the platform. I don't know, but I can smell it. See, this is what handlers do. They sit around, they text back and forth what's going on. He's a handler.